Howdy folks, Josh here with the Weekend Angler, back with another Short Tip Saturday. Guys, we are starting the first Short Tip Saturday of 2023, and this one's going to be a good one. If you like very unusual catfish rigs that catch fish. See you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, like I was saying, this week's video we're going to be covering a very unusual catfishing rig. Now this is one that I started using a few months ago, trying it out, and I've had a lot of success with it. And I think we're to the point now that I can say that this rig officially does work. And I figured I'd share it with you guys so that maybe you guys can catch some fish on it as well. The rig we're going to be doing today is the Kentuckolina Rig? High-low rig? I don't know. We need a good name, so put it in the comments what you think this one ought to be called. But for the rest of the video, we're going to be called it the Kentuckolina Rig. And let's go ahead and head over to the workbench. I've got everything ready. I'll show you guys how this rig is tied, and then I'll see you when it's done. Alright, let's take a look at the parts needed for this rig. You're going to need 2 hooks. I'm using circle hooks, a no-roll sinker. You're going to need a bead. These beads are kind of small, so we'll use 2. As well as 2 barrel swivels and your leader line. I'm using 25 pound in the video, but 50 is recommended. Go ahead and start off by pulling several feet of line from your spool. You can trim it down to size later, so pull more than you actually think you're going to need. 5 or 6 feet is a good number. Get that cut off, we're ready to go. Form a loop in the line approximately 4 inches in diameter. This is going to be the beginning of your dropper loop knot. Guys, there's whole videos on tying a dropper loop, so if you're unfamiliar with those, go ahead and look them up. Next, you're going to wrap one section of the loop over the other 4 to 5 times. This is going to form a small loop at the top of the main loop. Go ahead and pull the main loop up and through the smaller loop that you created in the previous step. Hold that main loop while you pull both sides of that line. It'll tighten down, give it a good snug pull, and your dropper loop's complete. Now you're going to want to tie a swivel to the top of the leader line above the dropper loop you just tied. Use your preferred knot. In this video I'm going to go ahead and use an improved clinch knot. It's easy to tie. Trim off that tag end. You're good to go. Now go ahead and measure down from the dropper loop and cut your leader to your desired length. 18 to 24 inches is a good starting point for this rig. Install a no-roll sinker and your bead or beads at the bottom of your leader line. These beads were really small, so I went ahead and put 2 on just to help protect the knot. Now tie your other swivel onto the leader below the sinker and the beads. Use your preferred knot. Again, I'm using a improved clinch knot on this. Now cut a 12-inch section of leader line. You can use your spool or some of the scrap you cut off earlier. Now go ahead and attach the leader line to your bottom hook using the knot of your choice. Since we're using circle hooks today, we're going to go ahead and use a snell knot. Tie that leader line to the other end of the swivel you installed in step 8. And trim off the tag end. Pinch the dropper loop and push it through the eye of the hook. Pull the loop up and over the point of the hook, passing the hook through the loop. Now rotate the loop 180 degrees and pass the hook back through the loop. Repeat this another 2 or 3 times and then pull the outside of the dropper line to tighten it up. This acts like a snell on the circle hook. You now have a complete Kentuckolina rig, starting with that leader that attaches to your main line. Your dropper loop sits up above, sinker on the bottom, and the current can move that Carolina leader around. Gives you a nice 2-hook rig, fishes high and low. Alright guys, there you have it. The Kentuckolina Rig, or whatever you think it ought to be called. I asked you guys earlier. Put it down in the comments. Tell me what you think of this rig ought to be called. Give me a good name for it, and we'll run with that one. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try this rig out. I hope if you do that it catches you guys some fish as well. It's been working very well for me. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. Guys, if you would take a moment, give this video that thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, checking me out for the first time, guys, I post a tip or trick video that covers a fishing or boating related topic every week. That's called Short Tip Saturday. If you enjoy those, hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it. That way you don't miss a video either. Guys, that's all I got for this week. So take care, and until next time, we'll catch you out on the water.